Can I help you?
Yeah, I'd like to order a hamburger, fries, salt, maybe a large vanilla shake. Yeah.
This is a trophy shop, can't you tell?
You got a counter right here. Isn't this where you place the orders?
We sell trophies, we sell plaques, we do embroidery. No food.
You got carry-out?
Unlike the internet, everything that you need we have here at the shop. Very unique. You order today, carry out tonight. That's our version of carry out.
All right, I'll take one of everything.
Well, that may take a little longer. We'll have it for you tomorrow night.
You know, Jim, I'll be back tomorrow to pick it all up.
We'll wait for you.
Don't wait long.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore. It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
I see it so much.
Welcome to IEFA Youth Football on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Diamond Gulf Rentals. Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. We are at Westfield. It'll be the Westfield Shamrocks against the Avon Junior Orioles. And we are about ready to get underway as Avon will be receiving the opening kickoff here.
Nice tackle out there.
Beautiful tackle there by the Shamrocks to prevent any kind of a return there. And the Orioles will have the first possession. I'd like to thank our sponsors, the Smalling Group, ACB Insurance, Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration, Noblesville Trophies, SASM, Highland Insurance. The IEFA Youth Football League would like to thank all of our sponsors for making tonight's broadcast possible.
Brad, it's a beautiful evening here. A little windy, but beautiful evening. Good crowd on both sides, really.
Well, for October, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, we'll take the same time.
Early October. Going to be a pass on the first play, and looks like there's going to be a loss on that play. Nicholas Stafford is the quarterback for Avon. They lost about 2 yards on that play. Put him back at the 28-yard line. Good defense there.
Graham Shaw, Everett Virgin was on the tackle, number 24 for the Rocks.
One running back, two wideouts. Stafford barks out the signals.
Nice move right there.
That's Jeffrey Younghouse. We'll see a lot of him tonight. He gained about 10 yards in that play and is going to make it a much easier third down attempt here. Third and about between 2 and 3. They've got to get to just to the 40 to get the first down.
Number 18, Lapis for Westfield on the tackle.
Avon comes into this game at 2-6. Westfield 1-7.
And little mix up in the backfield.
Again to Younghouse, and he loses yardage on that one. Loses just about a yard on that. I think he ran into his own man there trying to get upfield.
Yeah, I think so too.
Stafford gets the call from the sideline. Looks like the junior Orioles are going to go for it here on 4th down in their own end of the field at their own 37.
Adrian Scott at number 70 got the tackle there.
Unless we get a quick kick here. Once again,
good
around
defense
the right side.
there.
And Younghouse gets brought down. He may have just barely gotten back to the line of scrimmage. But it's all academic because the Westfield Shamrocks are going to take possession of the ball at the Avon 37. Good field position for Westfield.
Absolutely. Kadon King, number 78, on the tackle for the Rocks here.
Westfield comes into this game at 1-7. So these two teams will both be playing in the early opening rounds of the playoffs starting Tuesday and Wednesday this coming week. That's Tyler DeStefano with the ball. He gets about 2.
Jeffrey Younghouse on the tackle, number 22 for Avon.
A lot of these players play both ways, Perry.
Yeah, you see that a lot in elementary football, but, there are some players that come in and out. But as a norm, a lot of these good athletes play both ways. Coach Jake Gilbert down there on the sidelines helping the Westfield Rocks and encouraging the players.
Pass just
intercepted.
It was tipped by the intended receiver, who I believe was who was that, the intended receiver on that, Perry? I can't see the number.
Here it is. Why don't you watch the monitor?
Let's take a look at tipped, and then right into the hands of Holden Hamoud. And the Orioles pick up the first big break of this game.
Hamoud was right there at the right place at the right time.
Yeah. The Orioles have possession of the ball back again, still trying to run right up the middle. Get about a yard there at the most.
Jackson Coker, number 50, on the tackle for the Rocks.
About the 3rd or 4th run already for Jeffrey Younghouse. 3 substitutions coming in for the Shamrocks. Orioles at their own 30 with a 2nd and 9. 5:40 remaining here in the first quarter. We've commented several times when we've had Avon. Their front line is big. And last week against Mudsock, at one point in the game in the first half, they didn't have a lot of trouble opening up routes to get through the middle. That one's complete all the way down the far side. I believe that was Luke Washington for Avon. He's going to have a first down at about the 46-yard line.
Here's a replay. A little screen out there on the side.
That was Max Carden chasing him down, chasing him out of bounds for the Shamrocks. Playoffs begin on Tuesday. The first round will be either Tuesday or Wednesday, and the bottom 4 teams will play in that. And once all the games are completed today, then the seedings will be announced. But it is a seeded tournament.
Little
sweep. Comes Holden Hamoud again. Sweep around the left side. He goes nowhere. Shamrock defense right there.
Number 45, Max Garden on the tackle for.
Carden is also a wide receiver on this team.
Yeah.
So it'll be 2nd and 10 from the 46-yard line. Stafford barking out the signals, trying to keep the ball on the ground. Younghouse once again. This time Adrian Scott comes in there.
Yeah, he's been in there a couple times here already and early in this ball game, Brad.
Younghouse didn't have a chance. Scott just blew right through that offensive front line of the Orioles and caused a 3-yard loss. So Orioles have got a 3rd and long with 13 yards to go for first down. They got the ball back on an interception after a tipped ball. Stafford hands it to Younghouse again. Younghouse has got some running room.
Oh, nice run.
He's going to be close to the first down, but I don't think he's going to get it. He's going to be about a yard or two short. But certainly you would expect that Avon would probably go for this at this point. Since
here's a replay.
Yep. Younghouse zigging and zagging. And finally it's number 9, Cole Hubner, who gets a shoulder on him and slows him down and stops him 2 yards short of the first down marker. Great run there by Jeffrey Younghouse. See what we do here on
their fourth down. They're going for it.
Younghouse once again. He's got the
he
first
just blows
down.
Right by him.
About 2 or 3 more yards. That front line for the Orioles opened up a nice hole there on the left side.
Absolutely.
3 minutes. Correction, time is stopped at 3:01.
Brad, another game going on right now in Hamilton County is Noblesville Grinders are at Mudsock at the southeastern field. It started the same time as ours.
And that will have a bearing on the 2nd and 3rd place in the league. Younghouse once again barely gets a yard.
Younghouse is definitely the workhorse here for Coker on the tackle. Jackson Coker, number 50.
Beautiful evening for football here in Westfield. Doesn't get much better than this, especially when you get into October. 71 degrees, bright sunny sky, hardly a cloud in the sky today. The end around.
Oh, wow.
Younghouse tried to get around there, and he just could not go anywhere.
Braxton Sparks, number 29, shot through there.
Yes, he did.
Making the tackle for a loss.
Got about a 6-yard loss on that play. As per usual, the teams at this level, for the most part, using the huddle. Every once in a while we see him go to a hurry-up offense, but not very often.
Yeah. Where in high school football now I don't think we even know what a huddle is.
Yeah.
A huddle's what they watch their videos on, right, Brad?
Mm-hmm.
Now, back to pass. Wide open. Intercepted.
One man to beat. This could
got
go
the blockers.
For 6.
Got the blockers.
Yep, he sure does. That's Cole Hubner with the ball, and he finally is knocked out of bounds at about the 25 or 26-yard line. I thought Luke Washington had a good beat on that ball, and Hubner just stepped in there and took the ball right away from him.
Oh, yeah, he just come out of nowhere.
Great interception.
He had good blockers ahead of him, but a couple of guys didn't make good blocks there.
Yeah.
Corey cut right by that one there.
And a great return also.
Maybe a half.
He had about a 25 or 30-yard return on that play. So the Shamrocks are in business here at the Avon 25. A little bit slow getting things going here. They wanted to get a different ball in there. Now we're ready to go back. Hampton barking out the signals from the backfield.
Oh, wow, nothing there.
Once again, Avon right through the middle there, led by Tyrone Pusha III. And they throw the Shamrocks for a 6-yard loss on that first down play.
Obviously, no one blocked number 73,
yeah.
Man. He almost caught that ball that went to the quarterback.
Pusha is 179 pounds. He moves quick for a kid
Yeah, he
that
did.
big. Yes, he does. Right
He's
there
playing
in
right
the
over
center.
the center.
Yep. Pass, fake, complete. That one's complete to Tyler DeStefano. I don't think he gained anything on that, Perry. He was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The line of scrimmage is a 31-yard line, so that's going to bring up 3rd and long, and probably will end up being the final play of the first quarter.
Sebastian Duran, number 56, got the tackle for Avon.
And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. At the end of one quarter, it's 0-0 between the Shamrocks and the Avon Orioles. You're watching IEFA Youth Football on Hamilton County Television Sports.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville. If you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Welcome back to Westfield. It's IEFA Youth Football here on Hamilton County Television. Brought to you by Diamond Golf Rentals. Great to have you with us today. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams on just an ideal October 1st. I can't remember an October 1st in a long time that's been as nice as this day has been today, Perry.
Brad, who are you kidding? You can't remember what today was yesterday, let alone last year on October 1st.
Let's see, yesterday was Wednesday, wasn't it?
It's good to say that, though, Brad.
Yeah. Fun at the old ballpark.
That's right. It's good to be up here together and do
3rd
this.
and about 16 up in the air. That was intended for Tyler DeStefano.
That's right.
That's going to make it 4th down.
You know, Westfield has made some good defensive plays, like
yes,
that
they
interception,
have.
and then down here when they got the ball, but their offense is having a difficult time moving that ball against that tough front four.
We saw the same thing. We saw the
Avon.
same thing last Saturday when Avon was playing Mudsock over at Fishers, and it took a little while for Mudsock to get going, but they finally, in the second half, broke the game open. Hampton was over on the sidelines talking to the coaches. What are they going to play here? Another pass. Unfortunately, he overled that one, and I
he
think
had two guys in the same area there. I'm not sure that was what was planned, do you, Brad?
I wouldn't think that was it, but
because you had two people that one guy could really have covered really in that area. So
yeah, and they only had single coverage from the Orioles, but neither of the Shamrocks were within about 5 or 10 feet of that ball. It got up in the air and floated a little bit, and maybe. We got a pretty strong breeze coming out of the north across the field, so maybe the wind carried that a little bit.
Well, anyways, it's Avon first down. They took over on downs here.
First play of the quarter for the Orioles. They go to the ground. Looks like they're going to get maybe about 2 yards on this play. That was once again Jeffrey Younghouse. We will call his name a lot this afternoon.
I'll tell you what, he's a load to get down, too.
Younghouse weighs in at 108 pounds.
That is a big front line they have there at Avon.
Mm-hmm.
Brad.
Stafford barking out the signals.
Little reverse there. Got to get outside. He's got to make the turn.
Washington's got some room, and he's finally dragged down by
45.
Yeah, Max Carden at about the 48-yard line for another Avon Oriole first down.
Here's a replay, Brad. Little
razzle-dazzle on the reverse
here. Once he turned that corner, he had a pretty good shot there.
Yeah.
Nice tackle by Carden there.
The pursuit from the Shamrocks was just about a step behind.
Yeah.
I thought for a second there they might be able to get him for a loss, but they did not. Yeah. Younghouse in the backfield with Stafford. 4 wideouts. Stafford sends a backward pass to Younghouse. He's going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. He may have lost just a little bit there. They're saying he lost about a foot, so officially you have to call it 2nd and 11. Give him a loss of 1 yard on that.
Braxton Sparks on the tackle for the Rocks there.
Avon doing a lot of substituting after every play. Usually sending in 1 or 2 different players.
Brad, there's probably on this Westfield probably 300 or 400 people on this side. And probably a couple hundred over there on the other side. So
that
nice
one's
crowd
complete
here.
to Luke Washington, but the Shamrocks had that all sniffed out, and he's going to get a little bit of yardage on that. Just about maybe back to the original line of scrimmage there at the 51-yard line. So officially they will call that a 3rd and 9. Ball resting between the 48 and 49-yard line, closer to the 49 on the Avon side of the field. Sebastian Duran, their big center. Stafford.
Oh, wide
puts
open.
The ball up. Just out of the reach of Luke Washington. He had the first down and a lot of running room. And Washington misses the pass.
Brad, I think one thing we've learned about what broadcasts in this IEFA league and everything, like last night, when your partner last night was Sean Blades, and him being a grinder coach, a coach in this league for a long time, and knowing the Mudsock group, Southeastern and everything kids, he had a lot to bring to the table because he had seen those kids for a long time play through 5th, 6th, and 7th and 8th, and so once they get to high school, he pretty well knew almost everything they did.
Well, when you put a team from Noblesville and a team from anywhere in Fishers, whether it's HSE or Fishers High School, a lot of the kids came up through this program. Stafford stepping up. That's going to just barely be missed. It was a little bit short.
I'll tell you what, Stafford's got an arm now.
Yes, and there's a penalty flag back at about the 44-yard line. Let's see what the call is going to be here. Back in the area we're possibly holding. Usually that's what the common call is in the backfield, but haven't seen a signal on the call yet.
Declined.
Illegal formation there on Avon, so it was a 4th down play, so the ball will go back over to the Westfield Shamrocks. No score here, 5 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the half. Thank you for joining us today for IEFA Youth Football on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Diamond Gulf Rentals. Hampton calls out the signals. Boy, that one didn't fool anybody. Tyler DeStefano, he was pulled right down to the ground there. Got him by the jersey.
Joshua Tate, number 55, in there on the tackle for Avon.
I think Breckett Harder was also in there, but I couldn't tell who got him initially, but whoever got him initially just grabbed onto that jersey, and the jersey didn't rip.
Wasn't no tear away.
Nope. So a loss of about 5 or 6 on the play, make it 2nd and 16. We have a whistle before the play. That's going to be offsides.
Against the Rocks.
Yep. Well, it's going to be against Avon.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought he pointed that way.
So that's going to give them the 5 yards back that they lost, but it'll still be 2nd and about 11.
I thought it was one of the rocks lined up off sides. I guess not. Got to give a big shout out for these Westfield cheerleaders. They're doing a great job down here. These young ladies, we've seen them several times this year in IEFA football, and they do a great job. And they spend a lot of time doing it.
They do a lot.
Smart move right there, because he looked and seen that they were in the backfield and had all his guys he wanted to hand off to covered up, so he just tucked that ball and ran.
Hampton kept the ball. He ended up getting about 3 yards, leaving him a 3rd and 8.
This is not a place where a coach wants to be, a 3rd and 8. No. Especially in this level.
Well, the other thing is a little difficult for the quarterback right now, especially for Grayson Hampton. When he's looking downfield now, he's looking almost straight into the sun. The sun is beginning to get low on the horizon. 350 puts it up. Oh, just out of the reach of DeStefano.
I think it was tipped there by Younghouse.
Younghouse, in addition to playing on the offensive side of the ball, does a great job on the defensive side too. No score here, 347 make it exactly, remaining here in the first half.
We have no score here.
A lot of action up down the field. Nobody's really been close yet, but the ball has moved quite a bit. Hampton drops back. That one goes right out in front of Cole Hubner. And the 4th down play goes awry.
Turned it over.
The Avon Orioles are going to take over. Diamond Gulf Rentals is a boutique Florida vacation rental company with property spanning 30A and Destin, Florida. Diamond is dedicated to luxury and the guest experience. Visit IEFAfootball.com for the exclusive IEFA discount on your next vacation. Wouldn't be too bad going to the Gulf Coast of Florida right now and the Panhandle, but the rest of Florida not in the best of shape, unfortunately.
Fumble.
Fumble.
Rocks recover.
Shamrocks have recovered. Younghouse had that ball. He lost it. Let's take a look at what happened here. Twice they tried to get it. I couldn't see who recovered it for the Shamrocks. It may have been Braxton Sparks. Shamrocks get the ball right back here with 3:37 remaining here in the half. They certainly would like to put a score on the board here before halftime, Perry. A.J. Depp-Neep a little bit slow getting up there for Avon. He's getting off the field. They'll finally start the clock here in a moment. Start the play clock. That's going to be an illegal procedure against the Shamrocks. I think that was number 29, Braxton Sparks, who took off a little bit early. 4 whiteouts for the Shamrocks, 1 running back. Another illegal procedure penalty is going to be called.
Hey, Brad, one thing I want to mention to all the listeners here, IHSA girls soccer sectional 8 starts Tuesday night at Noblesville, and
we'll be there.
Yeah, that first game should be a pretty good game.
That'll be a doozy
between Fishers Tigers and the Noblesville Millers, so that'll be a big game. Also on that same night, Muncie Central versus Hamilton Southeastern.
We'll have full coverage of that sectional, all 5 of the matches. First and about 20 now. Now it's going to be first and about 27. As a bad snap comes back there. And Hampton and DeStefano were scrambling for the ball. And by the time either one of them was getting close to it.
It's second in a long ways, Brad.
Yeah. They're at the 32-yard line. They've got to get to the 39-yard line of Avon for a first down.
We're right at 3 minutes left to go here in the first half.
I would call it second and 29. They're going to lose some more here.
Oh, man.
As Keegan Noonamaker busts right through and sends the Shamrocks further back.
Timeout, Avon.
As Avon takes a timeout. Based in Morgan County, Lindsay Smalling of the Smalling Group with FC Tucker Company is proud to serve Central Indiana in all their real estate needs. Whether you're ready to buy, sell, or invest, Lindsay is ready to welcome you home. ACB Insurance Incorporated is an independent insurance agency located in Fishers. We have proudly provided comprehensive and competitive insurance policies for our customers. We serve individuals, families, and businesses alike.
Hey, Brad, that's the same thing next week, too. On Thursday night, the winners of Game 1 and 2, Sectional 8, will play
early game
at 5:30, and then at 7:30, Pendleton Heights plays Anderson. So it's kind of updated in Sectional 8.
Another reminder here for you, Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with quick service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-791 or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Proudly serving Central Indiana, Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration is ready to help your construction needs. Fire restoration, remodeling, roofing, custom homes, room additions, and much more. Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration. 3rd and a half a field to go, and they're going to be even caught further back. The ball is going to go down to the 15-yard line, and they are going to lose another 14 yards here, Perry. The Shamrocks just keep going backwards.
Yeah, they haven't.
And Avon calls another timeout, figuring one way or the other, they're probably going to get some pretty decent field position out of this.
Absolutely.
And you've got to believe at this point that the Shamrocks are going to have to try to punt this ball.
That was 4th down.
That was 3rd down.
We need a calculator. What is it, Brad?
4th and 44 is what I've got. Just say 4th down.
Also, the championship game in that Sectional 8 girls soccer is next Saturday, and that'll be at 2 p.m. at Noblesville. And then that evening at 6 p.m., Hamilton County TV will be doing another IEFA game at Noblesville. Noblesville Grinders will be playing in that ball game. Quarterfinal game, because this is the final game for the season here for all the IEFA teams today, and then they start tournament next week.
Well, 1 point. Nope.
Wow.
Are the Shamrocks going back, or are they going to gain 5 yards? It looks like they're going to gain 5 yards. The Oriole players are saying that the Shamrocks move, but the referees, the officials, I think they're going to call it against Avon. Yes, they do call an offsides on Avon, so that'll put the ball at the 20. So it will be 4th 4th and about 36 now.
That's the first positive yards in this series, right, Brad?
4th and 46. Nice
Pretty good punt.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to get a good roll there.
And the Shamrocks get a good roll, and they finally down it just about. Well, the Shamrocks had to get to the 34-yard line for a first down, but the punt went to the 34. So they got a 46-yard punt out of that. Got a good roll on that.
And that was a good kick. That was a good punt for this league.
Mm-hmm. It was Cole Hubner who punted that ball. 2 minutes, 24 seconds remaining here in the first half.
I want to remind everybody we will not be doing a high school football game next Friday, but we have plenty of action on Saturday with soccer at 2 o'clock and then IEFA game that night.
I'm going to be lost on Friday night.
There also be 7 football games on Hamilton County TV for the viewers.
This is Luke Washington trying to get around the right side.
Yeah, it took too long to materialize.
Yeah, he goes nowhere and ends up losing about 2 or 3 yards.
Scott on the tackle for number 70 for the Rocks.
So it'll be 2nd and 12. Clock running 1 minute and 50 seconds. Orioles don't seem to be in a big hurry here, Perry.
No.
Fisher Sports next Friday will be doing the Westfield at Fisher's game.
Yeah, next week in high school football, Westfield high school team will travel to Fishers, and the Fishers network will be doing that broadcast on Friday night. So
Avon calls, I believe, what will be their final timeout with 1:26 remaining. While we got a timeout, let's remind you, less damage, more healing. That's sound-assisted soft tissue mobilization. Those instruments and techniques, they allow the clinician to feel and hear the fibroptic tissue while leaving the good tissue alone. This enables a patient to have a faster recovery from all soft tissue ailments. Book an appointment at sastm.com and find out what less damage and more healing really means. Highland Insurance, they offer personal insurance, including your home, auto, watercraft, and personal items. They also carry a variety of risk specialty services for your business insurance needs and a full suite of employee benefit services, including health and wellness. You can visit them at Highland.com. Perry, 1 minute, 26 seconds left here, and what has been a lot of up and down the field action here today, but nobody's even really gotten close to the end zone. The closest they've gotten to the end zone was the Orioles backing up the Shamrocks to their own 15, going the opposite direction.
absolutely.
But then they got off about a 45-yard punt to get things out of danger. Stafford with the ball, keeps it himself. He's going to lose a yard or two on that one. And the Shamrocks call a timeout. So that'll be 4th down.
Max Carden on the tackle, number 45 for the Rocks over there.
Shamrocks figuring that they've got a chance to get this ball back here on this 4th down play. We'll have to see what the Orioles are going to do here from their own 33-yard line. Are they going to punt? Are they going to try to make 11 yards? 11 yards is a difficult play, but Stafford has thrown some pretty good passes out here so far, been able to hit Luke Washington for some yardage. Or do they give it up the middle or around the side to Jeffrey Younghouse? Or What are they going to do here?
I guess we're fixing to find out, right?
Yep,
here.
we'll find out here in a moment.
That's right.
Younghouse is in the backfield. And it looks like he's in punt formation.
Yeah, that's why Westfield called that timeout. Oh, it's going to be trouble.
Oh, he managed to get it off.
Yeah.
And that's going to drop right at about the 50-yard line. Younghouse, that was a bad snap coming back to him, and the ball bounced a couple times. And, you know, so many times, Perry, your instinct says just jump on it and cover it up to save it. But as soon as his knee touches the ground, that's a dead play, and that would have given Westfield much better field position. Right now, they're not in too bad a field position at the 50-yard line. Westfield cheerleaders urging on their team. Quite a few Oriole fans over there tonight too, Perry.
Yeah, excellent crowd on the other side there. On a Saturday, beautiful Saturday evening.
That
all right, there.
Complete.
Uh-oh.
Bus one. There's a flag on the play. Thrown down to where the tackle was. We'll have to see what the call is on this. Could be a block in the back. Let's see if we can pick it up here on the replay, Perry. I didn't see anything, but that flag went down right around the 30-yard line. They're picking it up. Okay. So the result of the play is a complete pass for a 20-yard gain. And there is 1 minute left. They just wound the clock. So the Shamrocks are 30 yards away from pay dirt here, and they've got 2 timeouts left. Big series here at the end of this half. Up in the air once again, trying to hit DeStefano. That's incomplete. That does stop the clock with 40.4 remaining. Ball at the 30. Shamrocks have got 2 timeouts left, so they got plenty of time here to try to make something happen. I'm sure Coach Bobby Moran would love to see 6 or 7 points on the scoreboard right now.
Absolutely going in the half here.
Hampton calling the signals for the Shamrocks. Pass, that one is complete, but that's going to lose some yardage. DeStefano brought that ball in, but he's going to lose about 2 or 3 yards on that play. And the Shamrocks immediately call a timeout, so it'll be a 3rd and about 12 or 13, depending where they spot it.
McCain on the tackle there for Avon.
They're going to spot that ball just inside of the 33. So Bobby Moran calls his offense over. They're talking it over here with 33.8 left. Essentially, you've got to believe it's at least 2 plays here that they've got to make the first down, because I can't see them, if they don't make this, I can't see them not going for it on 4th down, especially where they're at and with the amount of time that's on the clock and the fact of the matter that the Orioles have no timeouts remaining.
Brad, do you have a game next Friday night? Or?
I do not. I was just trying to figure out what I'm going to do Friday night.
Yeah.
That one's up to the almost caught.
He had to try to keep his feet in bounds and try to catch the ball at the same time. So.
Braylon Logan was trying to bring that in, but I think him being so conscious of the sidelines there, Perry, it made for what would have been a very difficult catch. If that ball had been maybe, a yard further inbound, he probably would have had the catch. But as it was, he was trying to, as you said, try to
tightrope that sidelines there.
So this will be 4th and about 13.
Big play right here for both sides.
Yes. 29.2 on the clock. DeStefano makes the reception. He's zigging and zagging, but he is not going to make the first down. He's brought down at the 25-yard line. That'll stop the clock on the change of possession with 20.9 seconds left. What will Avon do here? Will they try some razzle-dazzle or?
Well, definitely the first play they'll do something.
With no timeouts, if they do run a pass play, they're going to have to run it to the sidelines to try to get the clock stopped.
Or get a first down.
Yeah. But even if if they get a first down running or don't get out of bounds, even with the short break that there would be with the chains being moved, it's going to be difficult to get another play in. Stafford calling the signals. He's got it.
You're
gonna
right.
Do the reverse to Washington.
Oh, what a play there. Sniffed out by.
Yep, that was a reverse to Younghouse, excuse me.
Flag on the play here, though.
Flag on the play stops the clock. I have not seen a signal yet on the field. The flag is in the Oriole backfield. And it's going to go against the Orioles. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. And it will put them back at about the 16-yard line.
Not sure what they're going to do here, Brad. In high school football with 12.5, and they'd probably just take a knee after.
Yeah, they've got almost 20 yards to go to get to the first down mark in 12.5 seconds.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see another reverse or a little razzle-dazzle here and see if they can fool the Shamrocks. Now they picked up the ball. Let's see if they're going to put it back at the same spot. Nope, they've got it down at the about the 16 right now. Get this last 12.5 seconds in here. The clock is rolling. Yeah, he's under center, so he's going to take a knee. So that will be the last play of the first half. We have a scoreless tie here from Riverview Health Field. And I'd like to thank you for watching IEFA Youth Football Game of the Week on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Diamond Golf Rentals. We'll be back with the second half after these messages.
Score 0-0.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville, if you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Welcome back to Riverview Health Stadium on the campus of Westfield High School. You're watching IEFA Youth Football, the game of the week on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Diamond Gulf Rentals. We'd also like to thank our other sponsors, the Smalling Group, ACB Insurance, Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration, Noblesville Trophies, SASTM, and the Highland Insurance Group. I'm Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. No score here after the first half. We saw a lot of up and down action, Perry, but the closest anybody got to the end zone was when Westfield was backed up to their own 15-yard line. No really serious scoring threat.
Yeah, absolutely. This is much like you and Will get to see each week when you do soccer games.
Yes.
Score 0-0 at the half.
You know, at one point, the Shamrocks had about 35 yards worth of penalties called on them and had
46 yards?
46 yards to go for a first down. So the Shamrocks are going to get the kickoff here to start the second half.
Okay, I'll show you. You too.
Oh, what happened here? I hadn't quite seen that before.
Well, Keegan Nunemaker.
That ball didn't even move, and now they're going to get a penalty, obviously, because
Were they going to get a penalty, or did the Shamrocks get the ball where the ball went dead because it didn't go 10 yards?
no, but they'll be.
That's what they're doing.
Yeah.
They're putting the ball down there.
It just kind of spun.
Perry, we've seen it first. A 2.5-yard kickoff. Never seen that happen before.
Did you get that on replay there, Jim?
Yeah, that's on my bucket list. No, we shouldn't make fun of that.
But it was a first.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
First play from scrimmage. And once again, big number 55, Joshua Tate, comes storming into the backfield.
Well, obviously, there was no one that blocked him.
Tate, 140 pounds on that front line. Shamrocks lost almost 8 yards on that play. Up in the air.
Oh, there it
complete.
is. Oh, and he fumbles it.
Who's got it? Did he get it back?
I think he got it back.
I do believe he did. Braxton, I think, was that Braxton?
Yeah,
Sparks?
24.
24, Everett.
No, it was Braxton Sparks.
Braxton Sparks, number 29, had the ball. Lost it, then came up with it. Ended up being a very nice gain on the play. Enough to get a first down.
We're in the third quarter here, Brad, and we still have no score here.
Shamrocks getting close. They're at the 32. Once again in the air. That one's caught.
Pass complete for Braden Logan.
Braylon Logan makes the reception. He gets about 6 yards.
Number 22, Younghouse, and number 23, Farrington, over there on the tackle, the stop.
The sun and the shadows wreaking havoc on the field right now. Hampton barking out the signals. Hands it to, I believe that's DeStefano.
Yeah.
DeStefano still on his feet, down to about the 15-yard line. And once again, big number 55, Joshua Tate, was right in there.
Bus on the tackle for Avon. Nice move there.
They get down to the 16, so it'll be a first and 10 from the 16. Deepest penetration on the offense for either side so far in this game.
Well, definitely at halftime, Rocks made some adjustments on offense, and They've come out with a plan in mind here.
Once again, here's DeStefano.
Joshua Tate, number 55, on the tackle.
Good for a 4-yard gain.
He gains 4 yards on the play.
He takes that 140-pound body of his and runs about 20 yards over toward the far sideline to make that tackle. For as big as he is quick.
Yeah, he is. Hampton getting a play from the sidelines here.
I'm sure that Coach Moran and Coach Gilbert had a little chat on the sidelines and probably observed a few things that maybe the Shamrocks are trying to take advantage of. Fumble.
He may be down, though.
Avon is saying they've got the ball, and they do.
Uh-oh.
I think we're going to have an unsportsmanlike conduct called here. I don't know if that'll be a frustration penalty against. It's going against the Shamrocks. So that's going to put 15 more yards on that ball. And instead of being at the 15, it'll end up at the 30.
Man, that's too bad, man. Rocks had a good drive going there.
Yeah, they did.
But I can understand some of the frustration. It wasn't right.
They must have called offsetting penalties there, or did they pick up the flag?
They picked it up.
Did they? Okay.
But that has to be frustrating because I thought he was down. But into the
backfield. Younghouse is grabbed by the jersey.
Coker, man, Jackson Coker, man, he was in there on the tackle.
He was in there very, very quickly.
Number 50.
I think Adrian Scott also was in there running some interference. So that pushes the ball back
Scott
to
was
about
the
between the 9 and 10 yard line. So basically it's about a second and close to 15. Call it 2nd and 14 officially. Stafford barking out the signals from deep in his own zone. Once again, they keep it on the ground. They're going to get about, let's see, what are they going to get? About 2 or 3 yards on that one. Out to about the 11. They've got to get to the 23 for a first down here on 3rd and 12. Clock running at 4:10 here in the third quarter. No score so far. Shamrocks looked like they were getting close, and then a fumble turns it over to the Orioles, and the Orioles trying to dig out of their end of the field.
Double pass.
That one's going to be, almost. I was going to say that was going to be intercepted, but actually ended up about 3 or 4 yards short of either the defender or the receiver. So we're going to have a 4th down and 12. And obviously at this point, the Orioles have no choice but to try to punt the ball here. Shamrocks with 1 man deep. Can't see who the punter is back there. They couldn't get the punt off, Perry. Wow. What a break for the Shamrocks. And the ball is going to go over on downs to the Shamrocks. And they're going to have a 1st and goal at about the 8-yard line.
That's huge right there.
So the Shamrocks, who gave it up on a fumble, come back and hold the Orioles and manage to a bad snap. Puts the Orioles in a bad position here with the Shamrocks at 1st and goal from the Oriole 8. Tyler DeStefano in the backfield. Up in the air, caught.
Got it. What a catch right there.
Beautiful catch there. I could not see who made that reception, Perry.
Here we go, Brad.
Had a defender all over him, but now we're saying it's number 45, Max Carden, with the reception.
That was a beautiful catch right there.
Well, any way you look at it, it's 6 points for the Westfield Shamrocks, and they're going to go for a 2-point conversion from the 5. They're going to kick. So this would be a 1-point conversion, I believe, isn't it? We'll have to see if
I think it's 2.
Even on the kick from the 5?
I think so.
I can't remember. That is good. So the Shamrocks have finally broken this scoreless tie here at 3:31 remaining in the third quarter.
Here it is. Here's this pass again, Brad, at half speed. Maybe you and I can pick it up.
Yeah, it was definitely number 45 who caught it, that being Max Carden. He's got a Oriole right all over him, and they're also right in front of the official there.
Yeah, 45.
Diamond Gulf Rentals is a boutique Florida vacation rental company with properties spanning 30A and Destin, Florida. Diamond is dedicated to luxury and the guest experience. Visit IEFAfootball.com for the exclusive IEFA discount on your next vacation. Based in Morgan County, Lindsay Smalling of the Smalling Group with FC Tucker is proud to serve Central Indiana in all their real estate needs. Whether you're ready to buy, sell, or invest, Lindsay is ready to welcome you home.
Nice kick.
Kickoff.
Wow. That was great.
Picked up by Hamoud, trying to get across the field. We got a flag already thrown, and Hamoud ran about 30 or 40 yards across the field and maybe gained about 5, because I think he picked that up at about the 15, Perry, and we do have a flag on the play thrown on the near side here. Looks like it's going to go against Avon. They're putting the flag at about the 16-yard line. They're calling holding, it looks like.
You know, one thing about it, Brad, that, you know, Westfield kicking that extra point. I mean, the one thing we've known in high school football at Westfield is Jake Gilbert always has a good kicking game,
yes.
okay?
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, you and I haven't broadcast elementary football before, but this is probably what they try to do over here at Westfield, because the kicking game is a very, very important part of the game.
Oh, it certainly is. Very, very important. So the Orioles get penalized half the distance to the goal, so they're going to be starting at their own 8-yard line with 3:22 remaining here in the third quarter. Shamrocks out to an 8-0 lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. Still moving,
he's still driving,
still moving.
driving
Gets
those
all the
feet.
way out to the 15-yard line. And we have a fumble again, and the Shamrocks have come up with it, Perry.
Oh, wow.
I did not see that ball come out, but the first thing I saw was that the referees stopped the game, stopped the clock.
Wait a minute.
Let's see what happens here. I think there may have possibly been... Who was that going over to the sideline for Avon? Number 20, Younghouse. Maybe. I think he may have possibly come up a little bit lame, and that might be what the what the holdup is here.
But it's going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be Shamrock ball.
No.
Wait a second. Hold everything.
No,
it's going back to the Orioles. So they must have said that either that or he was down before the ball came out.
Yeah.
One of the two. We don't know which, but Anyways, now wait a second. They're going back the other direction now. So the chains are back, and it looks like it's going to be second down. So they did gain 7 yards on that play. Confusing play there. You thought that the Shamrocks had another turnover. Right up the middle. Younghouse once again with the ball. This time he's got enough for a first down at the 20.
Stefan on the tackle, number 20 for the Rock.
The field almost completely covered from the sun now. I don't know if they don't have the lights on here yet. It's a first down at the 20 for the Orioles. Stafford hands it off. That time Younghouse breaks one tackle, still moving forward, still moving, and finally is brought down at about the 26-yard line. That kid is just hard to tackle, Perry.
Yeah,
man, oh man, he keeps going and driving, and there must have been 5 or 6 Shamrocks around him, and they just couldn't get him down.
That's the second time it's happened in this drive.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was the one who had the ball when we thought there was a fumble, and Orioles recovered it. 2nd and 5 from the 25. 1:53 left here in the third quarter. Once again, that's Younghouse. He gets about 2 or 3 more. Going to leave about a third and about 2. Right around the 28-yard line. Been a lot of turnovers in this game today. Orioles up to the line of scrimmage. 1:12 left here in the third. Stafford hands it off once again to Younghouse. Younghouse has got the first and more.
They're definitely driving the ball here, Avon.
Yeah, they're relying on Jeffrey Younghouse. And so far, he's been able to get the yardage that the Orioles have needed. They pick up the first down at the 39-yard line. Under a minute here in the quarter. Once again to Stackhouse. Younghouse rather. He's trying to get outside. Goes up the middle, and once again he gets 11 yards there. Perry. He has just been.
Yeah, he's been the workhorse here.
Yeah, he's just been a rushing machine down there, moving the chains once again. He's right at midfield. 35 seconds here in the quarter. Time for at least one more play. Right back to Younghouse once again. This time he only gets about 2 or 3 yards. And unless they quickly get back up to the line, this will be the last play of the third quarter.
I think they're walking over there.
At the end of 3, it's the Westfield Shamrocks 8, Avon Orioles nothing. You're watching IEFA Youth Football on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Diamond Gulf Rentals.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Logan Street signs and banners.
You found us.
But this ain't Logan Street. This is South 10th.
We moved 22 years ago.
Well, how come you didn't change the name?
That would have just confused people.
Well, actually, South 10th is Allisonville. If you're from Fishers.
Well, before that it was 37A, and before that it was State Road 37.
So you're telling me that Logan Street signs and banners isn't on Logan Street anymore? It's actually on South 10th. That's Allisonville and Fishers. And before that, it was 37A and 37?
So you got that straight?
Logan Street signs and banners conveniently not located on Logan Street, but rather South 10th Street in Noblesville.
Exactly.
Welcome back to Riverview Health Stadium. Brad Silbert along with Perry Williams. IEFA football. The Avon Orioles visiting the Westfield Shamrocks. First play of the fourth quarter coming up. Second at about 7 for the Orioles. The Orioles will be going left to right on your screen. There was a whistle before the play started. See what the call is going to be here. Apparently there was no call. Ball back at the 47-yard line of the Shamrocks. Once again, Younghouse going down the far side. This time he gets about 2 or 3 yards, but that's going to set up about a third and maybe a long 4.
Owen Fletcher, number 59, on the tackle for the Rocks. Hey, Brad, the next game we'll do in high school football, we'll be back here on October 14th as the Westfield Shamrocks take on Franklin Central. And also that same night, Avon will come to Noblesville to play the Millers.
Stafford scrambling, still scrambling. Looks like he's got enough for the first.
We do have a penalty flag.
Yeah, there's a penalty flag right about the 45-yard line. See what the call is going to be here.
And on the 14th will be the end of high school football regular season.
Yes, it will. And then we'll wait 2 weeks to start the 6A playoffs. Holding is going to be the call. That's going to go against the Orioles. That's going to put them 10 yards farther back. That's a spot foul. Looks like the spot of the foul is right around the 45 of the Shamrocks, so it should put it about at the 45 of the Orioles. Which is exactly where the ball is, so that'll bring up third down once again, but this time 3rd and 15 rather than 3rd and about 5. Once again to Younghouse. They fake the end around. Younghouse keeps the ball. He gets back to the midfield stripe, so they're going to have a 4th down play. 4th and about 10. A little over 10. Well, 4th and 11 is what we're going to officially call it here.
You know, Brad, tonight we've seen that reverse play several times tonight, whether it's fake or not fake, on both sides.
Well, that combination of Luke Washington and Jeffrey Younghouse has been pretty good there.
Yes.
We got a timeout here, so let's remind you that ACB Insurance is an independent insurance agency located in Fishers, Indiana. They proudly provide comprehensive and competitive insurance policies for all of our customers. We serve individuals, families, and businesses alike. Proudly serving Central Indiana is Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration. They are ready to help you with your construction needs. Fire restoration, remodeling, roofing, custom homes, room additions, and much, much more. And don't forget, Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with quick service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Several of our great sponsors here for IEFA Youth Football. I'd like to thank all of those sponsors for making it possible for you to be able to see these excellent IEFA Youth Football games. 4th and 11. Let's see what the Orioles have got up their sleeve here as far as a 4th and 11 play. Going to put it up in the air. It's got a receiver there.
Incomplete.
It's incomplete. I thought for a moment there the Shamrocks were going to intercept that. And the receiver, who I believe was Younghouse, was looking for a flag, but he did not get it. So the result of the play will be that the Westfield Shamrocks, with 7:38 remaining here in the fourth quarter, in an 8-0 lead, will pick up the ball at the Oriole 49. Good opportunity here for the Shamrocks to try to run some time off the clock and put some more points on the board, Perry.
Absolutely, Brad. I want to give another shout out to those great Westfield Shamrock cheerleaders. They've done a great job. Also had good halftime performance there tonight.
That's going to put the Shamrocks.
Somebody moved.
Yeah, Shamrocks move, so it's going to cost them 5 yards. It'll put the ball back at their own 46 and give them a 1st and 15.
Brad, while we got a second here, we got to thank our boss and our producer here, Jim Wofford, for buying us such fine monitors here and giving us this new spacious setup here that we got.
Of course, us old guys with our bifocals, we need all the visual help we can get.
Yeah. And, of course, Will Wofford on the camera tonight does an excellent job, and it makes our work much, much easier.
Broken play there is Hampton. That snap went almost over his head, and by the time he came down with the ball, he had several Orioles right on top of him, so they lose 5 more yards. This is reminiscent of what happened in the first half when they went from a 1st and 10 to a 1st and 20. Now they've gone to a 2nd and 21, and they're back to their own 40-yard line. They started out in Avon territory. 2nd in a bunch, we'll call it. Hampton looking to throw, puts it up.
Oh,
almost intercepted by the Orioles. It looks like that was number 11, Hayden Hamoud, who almost came down with that ball.
It certainly did.
So that'll make it 3rd down.
And 21.
Lucky 21. Should we say 3rd down and blackjack?
Yeah.
This is the 5th and 6th grade broadcast. Not golf broadcast.
Pass on the way. That one is caught.
Pass complete to Brandon Logan. Brings up 4th down.
So the Shamrocks get a little bit less than half of the 21 that they needed, and it looks like they're going to punt. Cole Hubner comes on. I don't know if the Orioles are buying there's going to be a punt or not. The one deep back. Hubner's going to get this off.
Nice
high
boot.
kick.
Uh-oh.
Touched by the Shamrocks.
Greg Hoover with the punt.
I think that was number 11, Holden Hamoud, who eventually fell on that ball. And the Orioles are going to have it at about the 27-yard line with 5:57 remaining in this game. Finally getting the lights on here. Stafford calling out the signals. One running back. That, of course, is Jeffrey Younghouse. He gets around the left side. Still going. They finally blow the whistle after he gains about 6 yards.
A host of Westfield Shamrock players in there on that tackle.
Yeah, they. I'll tell you, for that Jeffrey Younghouse, they need about 5 or 6 players to tackle him, because even if he gets 3 or 4 around him, he must have powerful legs, because he keeps going and going and going.
Quarry of rocks. Okay.
Younghouse once again in
Flag.
a penalty flag. Younghouse.
That was in the backfield
Yeah.
there too. So
He's got enough for the first down, but I think this one's probably going to be coming back, and it looks like the indication is holding. And they're putting the flag down at the 31-yard line. And if that be the call, yes, it is the call. So the ball will go back to the 21.
not what Avon Orioles needed there, Brad.
No, they didn't. So that'll make it about a second down play again, and about 15 this time. And the clock getting to be a real factor here, Perry, with 5 minutes and 14 seconds left, because neither of these teams have really done anything explosive in this game today, or showed us anything that, no real long yardage plays. Orioles backed up to their own 21. Got to get to the 36 to get a first down. Going to throw. And Stafford's going to be brought down in the backfield at about the 15-yard line.
In the backfield of Jackson Coker.
Going to put it at the 16. So that'll make it 3rd and 20. Seems like this end of the field, Perry, that neither team has had much luck. They've been backed up both times they've been down there. So 3rd and 20 from the 16. Clock running at 4 minutes, 10 seconds. Stafford with one running back. He's going to throw again. This time he overthrows everybody. Looked like he was trying to get to number 8, Caleb Watkins. And it'll be 4th down.
He was getting pressure quite a bit from that Westfield defense.
Yes, he was. At this point, I kind of feel like Avon feels we haven't got much to lose here if we don't make this. With 20 yards to go and the clock under 4 minutes. We'll put it up. It's up. Tipped.
I think he was out of bounds.
I think he was out of bounds. Yep, I believe you're correct, Perry.
Pass crosses the feet, and the Bucks take over on down.
Tried to get it to Jeffrey Younghouse, so the ball is going to go over on downs to the Westfield Shamrocks. They're going to take the ball at the 16-yard line. SASTM, less damage and more healing. That's sound-assisted soft tissue mobilization instruments and techniques that allow the clinician to feel and hear fiber optic tissue while leaving the good tissue alone. This enables the patient to have a faster recovery from all soft tissue ailments. Book an appointment now at SASTM.com and find out what less damage and more healing really means. Shamrocks at an excellent position to put some more points on the board, 16 yards away from pay dirt. I believe that was Tyler DeStefano with the ball. Still got it. I thought they had him stopped there about the 20, and he just squirted free and ended up picking up another yard or two to pick up 2 on the play. But more important, the clock continues to run, Perry.
Briggs Bussett is on the tackle number 2 for Avon.
So what this does now, if the Shamrocks...
They need to keep that clock moving.
Yeah,
they'll keep it on the ground here.
Yeah, if they win, they will go into an 8th and 9th place tie with Avon. Up in the air, intercepted. Intercepted by the Orioles.
Really surprised that they put that ball in the air.
I am shocked that they put the ball in the air. Holden Hamoud is the one who intercepted that ball.
Here's a play.
And I realize the Orioles got a long ways to go.
And he was double covered down there.
Yes, he was. And Hamoud is still down on the field. But basically, in talking about the standings here, Perry, if this lead holds up, Westfield would take the 8th rank in the standings by the fact that they did defeat Westfield in head-to-head competition. I believe that is what the tiebreaker is. I don't know for sure, which is going to make for an interesting situation with the rest of the field, because it looks like Ben Davis and Franklin Central and Avon and Westfield would meet again in the semifinals coming up on Tuesday and Wednesday if everything remains the same. Playoffs right around the corner. Jeffrey Younghouse with it. Still on his feet. Gets about 7 or 8 yards. It's like Tyler DeStefano brought him down. They're going to put it at the 13-yard line. And we have a timeout on the field. We've got an injured Avon Oriole out there. He's just a little slow getting off the field. I believe Avon has called a timeout. Highland offers personal insurance, including your home, auto, watercraft, and personal items. We also offer a variety of risk specialty services for your business insurance needs and a full suite of employee benefits, including health and wellness. Visit Highland.com. Remember, Noblesville Trophies offers a large range of products, including sports trophies and corporate awards. Noblesville Trophies provides you with quick service for those last-minute decisions. Contact them at 317-773-7391 or check them out online, www.noblesvilletrophies.com. Well, Perry, what we've seen today is, so far this evening, is quite a defensive battle between these two teams. Low scoring, but lots of ball movement, a number of turnovers, and surprisingly enough, just an 8-0 score. We're ready to go back to action here. Second down and about 4. From the 12.
Oh.
Lateral pass. And I believe that was Luke Washington. Luke Washington made the reception on what was technically a lateral pass or a backwards pass.
Which means even if it hits the ground, it's a live ball.
Yeah, so. It is. Yeah, because I think there was a little bit of confusion on that at first, but the ball is at the 3-yard line right now.
And kudos to Westfield defense. I mean, they continued making the play there.
They didn't stop.
They didn't stop, so that's a big play.
The clock is stopped now until the ball is placed. Avon deep in their own zone. Another lateral pass there. This one is complete. That one gains about 8 yards, but it's not going to be enough for a first down.
Number 11, Braylon Logan on the tackle there for the
Good
Rocks.
tackle by Logan. Avon's runners have done a good job of eluding the tackles and adding extra yardage against the Shamrocks tonight.
Obviously, they're trying to get that ball out there on the outside. So
4th and about 4.
Oh,
incomplete.
Dear.
Almost
Whoa.
intercepted. I believe that
Carden
was Max
blew that up.
Max Carden blew that play right off of the field.
Yes,
and he almost intercepted it, and he takes that ball in, and he's got 6 on the field. So we got 1 minute and 18 seconds here remaining. Orioles with 1 timeout. Shamrocks with 3, which at this point for the Shamrocks is probably irrelevant.
But it's good to have.
Yes, yeah, they've got them in reserve, shall we say.
But you can't take them home.
Mm-hmm. Grayson Hampton calling the signals for the Shamrocks. Hands it off. I believe that was DeStefano with the ball. He's brought down for a loss of about 4 or 5. But once again, time is on the side of the Westfield Shamrocks right now. They did lose 5 on the play.
But the good part is the clock is still ticking.
Yes. Under a minute, coming up to just about 50 seconds remaining in this one. And there is no play clock, so essentially we could almost say this game is probably, for all practical purposes, unless there would be a fumble or an interception or something like that.
I would not think they would put the ball in the air, but we didn't think that a while ago either, and there was an interception.
Yep, there was. DeStefano in the backfield. And Grayson Hampton takes a knee, and that will end up being the last play of this game. Perry, your thoughts on the game?
Well, I thought it was a very good ball game, and it's hard to believe those were the two teams at the bottom of the heap because they didn't play like it.
Well, they just switched places with 8 and 9, with Westfield going to 2 and 7, Avon going to 2 and 7. We'll see what the tiebreaker is for sure. But anyways, a pleasure being here with you tonight. A pleasure being here at Westfield.
As always.
A shout out to our technical crew, Bill Wofford on the camera, Jim Wofford, our executive producer director. We thank them for the great job they've done.
And we remind everybody Tuesday nights, sectional girls soccer, Noblesville and Fishers. That'll be a big one.
Yeah, open up with a great game.
Absolutely.
We'd like to thank you for watching IEFA Youth Football, the game of the week on Hamilton County Television, brought to you by Diamond Gulf Rentals. We'd also like to thank our other sponsors, the Smalling Group, ACB Insurance, Josh Smalling Roofing and Restoration, Noblesville Trophies, SASTM, Highland Insurance. Thank you and good night from Westfield.